or armband. The hunters are our frontier scouts, scavenging and exploring in the world outside the city to bring back valuable technology the citizens rely upon. They are hacker cowboys, bounty hunters, and recon snipers. They carry themselves with style and swagger. Hunters scavenge much of their gear, so we decided on an almost mix-and-match haphazard look to their designs. Like the wandering adventurers of old, they wear heavy cloaks and combine utilitarian accessories such as packs and straps with trophies of their adventures, both functional and fashionable. We drew inspiration from survival gear like gas masks and hazmat suits, so we chose to design their helmets with a focus on goggles and breathers. Their armor is lightweight and fitted to allow for mobility and speed. It is often comprised of a hard chest plate over a flexible Kevlar-like midsection. They wear loose-fitting pants with pockets and sturdy walking boots. The warlocks are our warrior scholars, searching for answers to the mysteries of the traveler and a mastery of its power. They are mystics, seers, and wandering monks. They are mysterious and secretive, with the ability to harness the power of the traveler to devastating effect. They wear long overcoats and robes, and while they generally rely on their abilities more than heavy armor of other classes, they still pack a fair amount of hardware on their persons. They are scholarly, but also practical, and they are no strangers to the heavy firepower required to survive in the wild. The warlocks had many influences and inspirations, from wizards and shamans to the trench soldiers of World War I. We tried to combine all of these elements while always maintaining an air of mystery about them. And finally, the Titans, our equivalents to the knights of old, heavily armored and bearing the emblems and heraldry of the city they protect. They are noble and brave, with a culture steeped in tradition. The Titans consider it a great honor to protect their city. They are the most heavily armored of our three classes. Their designs are most often comprised of a tight-fitting rubber suit layered with heavy metal plates, with large pauldron-like shoulder pads and sweeping visors inspired by medieval and Renaissance armor. Large armored thigh pads and boots are also a common trait of the Titans. The badge they wear at their side, the symbol of their achievements, lineage, or allegiance, much like the tabards worn by knights throughout history. Okay, so we had a distinct look for each of our classes we were happy with, but we still had a lot of questions to answer. What did different versions of these classes look like? What parts would change, and what components were key to the class identity? How do we break up these awesome designs to fit into an investment and customization system? We generated countless drawings to help us answer these questions and more. And we use these drawings to set targets for our customization system. But an old colleague of mine used to say, designing games is as much about deciding what you can't do as what you can. Setting limitations was just as important as setting targets. For example, many of these designs called for a great deal of